Melksham! How are you, people? Excellent. You've been set quite far back from me. I don't know what happened the last time there was a comedian here. Did someone get hit?
So Marcus, welcome to Melksham.
Thank you very much.
Have you been here before?
I must have been at least through here before, but I've not played here before.
Right, okay.
Not that memory tells me anyway.
The accent, but it is yours. So,
it's hard when you're on a huge tour, or when that's what you do, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes you go, oh, I've never even heard of this place, and you get there, you go, oh, I know this one.
Yep.
It's just the one with the squeaky stage, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Are you all well, Melksham? I'd like personally to say both congratulations, thank you, and I was slightly freaked out by the people who were here before 6. You're nothing if not punctual, Wiltshire. Bloody marvellous, right? He's on at 8, we best get in at 4.
So do you find yourself having to research the towns and cities that you go to beforehand for this?
I read the local paper.
Yep.
I always do that wherever I go, and you know, I'll sometimes have a look online beforehand, but for the most part, the show is what the show is. I mean, it doesn't change completely for every place. The idea is to talk to the audience a bit and get from them what they think about it. You know, it's no good me as an outsider doing a quick wiki search and then making glib generalisations about the town, unless that's part of the comedy, to be deliberately obtuse.
Lovely old market town, you know, proper market, and you know, for those of you who can't be asked, a Lidl, a Sainsbury's, an Asda, a Waitrose. Is there a massive Tesco you've got, a massive supermarket chain who haven't yet come here? Morrison's are not here. Good, keep them out. That's the way to keep the traditional old ways. Because I've not been to Melksham before, and I didn't quite know. As I was coming into Melksham, I saw a huge Lidl, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a rough gig. And then I saw a Waitrose, and I thought, oh, it'll be lovely.
This particular show is highly responsive to the audience.
Yeah.
So it's kind of about venting my spleen, but I've tried to be solutions focused rather than just going, they're a load of old crap as well, I'll tell you another thing.
Yeah. The Brig Society is roughly the equivalent of going into a restaurant and ordering a steak, and then the waiter's saying, I'm sorry, we don't have any steak, would you like to run a farm? No, I've ordered a steak, I've already paid for it. There we go, there's somebody back there. If the mic cable will reach, I will come back to you. Well done, lady. Good for you. Any joke, here we go.
Did you hear the one about the magic tractor?
Did you hear the one about the magic tractor? No, I didn't.
Went down the lane and turned into a field.
Yes! That'll do! Good for you! I love you! Absolutely brilliant! Went down the lane and turned into a field. It was a magic tractor. Brilliant. Sarah, you are our new Minister for Culture. You're already doing a better job than the previous Minister for Culture. That was tremendous. Thank you very much indeed.
So would you say is this tour inspired at all by any sort of dissatisfaction in
Massively.
Yeah. It sounds like that.
I hadn't written a new show since the coalition began.
Right.
And it was either go on tour or burst.
Right.
I was so
yeah.
full of strong things. We are going through a very challenging time.
You are in the UK right now at a very exciting and wonderful time where we're filled with positivity.
The show varies a huge amount depending on where I am, because it's about politics and social politics, and it's about the UK. And so there are some places where certain subjects just gain traction immediately, and other things people are very resistant to, and that's fascinating to me.
And I think all of us remember where we were when the Brig Society began, don't we? Because it was really a life-changing event for all of us. We all remember where we were when the millennium came around, sadly when Princess Diana died, and when they launched the Big Society, it was a sea change in attitude across the country, wasn't it? People who only the day before had been total strangers became bosom buddies and our best friends. We closed a great many of our schools and hospitals, not because of the cuts, but because we would simply educate each other's children wherever we found them, and if anyone was poorly, we would welcome them into our homes and look after them in there. That's what the Big Society was about, and that's what it was like really from day one. You, sir, what was the first thing you did when the Big Society began? Just the first thing. You yawned, that's right. I think a lot of people felt like that because at last you were able to relax, safe in the knowledge that Britain was on a new trajectory, one of optimism, and you thought,